Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome to... Thank you, Amber. Well, I said we were live. Welcome to another episode of Batman Arkham Origins. This is the worst character skin that I can think of. This is Throw Killer. Sorry for the late start, but we had to get the short views up because the channel was in a nosedive. Like, think of it like Japanese...
Mayday, Mayday.
Yeah, Japanese plane, World War II, like... screeching down to death. Yeah. So we had to release a YouTube short. I'm probably gonna have to release another YouTube short later. But
And Luke was teaching me some combat.
I taught Amber an illegal karate move known as the mountain punch. Because she's been worried about being out late at night. So if you don't know why the move is illegal, the mountain punch is illegal because you could, I don't know if you necessarily could kill the person, but you could do some serious damage if they don't block their face. If they do block their face, then you hit their stomach at the same time. So it's a strike where you punch their face and their stomach at the same time, and it's a move I used in high school to survive many fights. In fact, I would strike first. So when they were disoriented, I would leave. Either I'd follow up with a snap kick to their face and knock them out, or I would run away. But the mountain punch is very effective because most people are not expecting you to strike their face and their stomach at the same time. It's super effective.
Did they mess with you first and try to bother you, and then you ended it, basically?
They came at me, and then I struck. Like, they blocked their face, but I hit them as hard as I could in their stomach at the same time. So they blocked my fist. I blocked my the fist that I put toward their face, because it's a twisting method where you attack the stomach. That's why they call it a mountain punch, is because it's like you're pushing a mountain.
They're only looking to block the hand that's coming towards your face.
Exactly. And they're not, and because they're looking at your hand that's coming toward their face, they're not thinking about their stomach region. Now, if you use that move in a karate match, you will be disqualified. Actually, you'll probably be thrown out.
There's a lot of karate places around here.
And technically, you can't really strike a person's face in a point match, but, like...
You can in a real-life match.
Well, yeah, in a real-life fight, you have to do what you can to survive. Exactly.
I showed off the Penny Parker winter skin, but there was some mean people.
No. It's not karate. It's illegal. They don't teach it. It's my
street fighter.
My sensei, who was a taekwondo and karate instructor, he taught me that because I was smaller than everybody else, like when I started martial arts. And he told me never use this move in a match and never say where you learned it. Like, don't tell the dojo who taught it. But he wanted to give me an edge because I was tiny. But I only ever used it like outside of like a dojo. And I never actually did a tournament, but it's a move that's used to disorient and daze, because when you punch somebody in the stomach, you are going to knock the wind out of them. So with the mountain punch, if they block it coming to your face, their stomach is wide open usually. And they're not expecting. Their eye is on your hand coming to their face when they block it. So at the same time, when you strike with both hands, one lower, one higher, the lower one gets their stomach.
I don't know if my lower one would get their stomach, because that's my left hand, and my left hand is weak. I feel like I should take karate now to be stronger.
If you want to.
There, have sort of a muscle.
Yeah, sort of a little muscle, but you have to remember you have to make a fist, because if your little thumb's out or your thumb's under your fingers, you're going to break your thumb.
And that would hurt a lot.
That would hurt a lot, yes. Yes.
I gotta get another band-aid on my thumb with some Neosporin. I split my thumb.
Did you wash your hands when you came home from being in the hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put on Neosporin. Lukey, do you want me to put this in the fridge?
Mm-hmm.
The veggies.
Yep, I'm done.
And what do you think of this? What do you think of this Daisy Sour Cream Ranch dip?
It's okay. It's probably better for you than the other stuff.
It probably is. It doesn't taste as good as the other stuff.
No.
Everybody up on him?
I am actually amazed at how fast you can punch in real life.
You're stronger than
Huh?
you look, ain't you?
Oh.
Luke just demonstrated for me how fast he can punch, showing me he was punching the air, and Luke can punch very quickly.
My legs used to be faster.
You're like Bruce Lee.
No. No.
You punch so quick I could barely see your fist move.
If I fought fair, I would probably lose to a black belt. If I fight the way I fight, I would win. if I was sparring with a black belt the way that I'm supposed to, I would lose because he's more skilled. But if I fought him the way you would in a real fight, I would win because I would cheat.
If Batman goes up against people that are bigger than him, he has to use like certain methods to like not get killed.
Mm-hmm. Well, what people don't realize is fights don't last very long. Like, real fights are not these beautiful, dragged-out things like you see happen in a Jackie Chan movie or something like that. You know, fights in real life happen very quickly. Like, when I got jumped by those 3 guys in high school, it lasted barely a minute. And I was the one who was winning, but I did take some hits. And I did win, but I cheated. The guy who pulled a knife on me in the parking lot, I threw gravel in his eyes. So, I mean, I did not...
He's the one who pulled a
Right,
weapon.
he pulled a weapon. I happened to be... You remember the parking lot at our school that had, like, the gravel driveway where students could park?
Yeah.
So I picked up gravel and I threw it in his eyes, so it had dust and who knows what else. I used my backpack to knock his knife away. I mountain punched him, and then I did a side kick to the side of his head. And he went flying, and I ran away.
Honestly, he deserves that if he's pulling a weapon on you. That's disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe he did that.
Yeah, but when I said I would punch people back in the day, I neglected to tell people it was the mountain punch. Because it's a very... It's a very not honorable thing.
Well, you're a Taekwondo instructor, like...
Karate and Taekwondo.
So you learned that in New York?
Yep. Learned it in New York.
And you were one of the smallest people in your class?
Yep.
Were you one of the youngest, or you were just smaller than everyone else?
I didn't hit my growth spurt until I was 15. So I was pretty small for a 12-year-old. Which I'm always embarrassed about. I was kind of chubby. I didn't hit my growth spurt until, like, at least my freshman year.
Ironically, Luke, you still would have been taller than me. Because I was extremely tiny. I was the second smallest kid in my entire school of, like, 1,500 people. In middle school. There was only one girl that was shorter than me. In the entire school. And not by much. So I'll tell you, like, I was very tiny. And I was very tiny as a... Like, I was even smaller when I was in grade school, so... Yeah, at 12, I still would have been way smaller than you. Even if you were small, I would have been smaller than you.
So, I learned the Yamazuki. The mountain punch is named Yamazuki. And the other thing that I would do is, I can't do it here because I'll probably break the table. But in karate, you can use your elbow like as a striking method, which aim for the throat because you have the bone of your elbow.
And then what happens, like, you only do that if they're trying to kill you, right? Like, if you punch them in the throat, won't they die? Or do people die if they get hit in the throat?
I mean, if somebody's trying to kill you, you're not really going to worry about
That's
that.
what I was saying. You only do that if they're trying to kill you, right?
I mean, I kicked people in the throat who came after me in school. I don't know if they were necessarily trying to kill me, but there was
They
more of
probably were. If there were several of them, they could have killed you.
them. Like I said, I don't fight fair. Most people aim for the face. I aim for your throat, your collarbone. I don't fight fair.
If you were in a, like, court of law, you could just say that...
If I was in a court of law, I would tell
you didn't
people that
mean to.
I was aiming for their face and I slipped.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
I wouldn't say I aim directly for
Isn't
the
it
throat.
their fault for starting a fight with you, though? I gotta get another band-aid on my thumb. It hurts so much.
Get off. Oh, but that's why I don't talk about most of my high school exploits, because I did not fight fair. I was always, like, against other people that wanted to prove something, and I did not fight the way that they thought I was gonna fight.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a choice, because usually, you know, even back then, people used to gang up on you. Like, you'd get in a fight with somebody, and then somebody would try to attack you from behind.
Yeah.
So, the Mountain Punch, or the Yamazuki, is a 2-level punch, and it's technically illegal. Technically.
Yeah.
Like, you would never
it's
be...
illegal in a tournament.
You can't use it in a karate match. No.
But there's a lot of things you can't use in a karate match.
Technically, you're not supposed to hit somebody in the face in a karate match. You gotta do body strikes.
I thought in the Karate Kid, I thought the guy was using illegal stuff in the match.
Well, it's because the crane kick kicked him in the face. Like, the face is supposed to be off limits.
Going down.
Like, when you're doing a point... Unless they changed it, but usually point-based karate matches, you aim for the body.
Oh, who kicked who in the face in the Karate Kid?
Daniel-san kicked the guy in the face using the crane kick.
Oh, wow. And then he lost the match.
No, he won.
He won, but technically it was illegal.
He knocked him out. Well, yeah, because the crane kick is a powerful, you know, kick to the face. It's like a snap kick.
Yeah. I keep thinking there's blinking lights in the basement, but it's the tree.
That's not really a karate move, though. I thought the crane kick was kung fu. I don't know.
I thought karate is
Karate's Japanese.
Yeah, kung fu is Chinese, but wasn't he learning from was the guy who was teaching him? No. Oh,
Mr. Miyagi's Japanese.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi's Japanese, and then in the remake of the Karate Kid, it was Jackie Chan, who's Chinese. So...
Wasn't a remake, it was a continuation. It's all in the same universe.
Oh.
They made Jackie Chan's character know Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, wow, that's really interesting.
Yep. That's what they did. The Karate Kid Legend movie that came out, it combined the worlds of Jackie Chan with the other guy. So Jackie knew Mr. Miyagi when he was younger, but Jackie and Mr. Miyagi are not the same age, because in the 90s, Jackie would have been in his 30s, Mr. Miyagi would have been like 50, 60 years old.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he fought in World War II, so he'd be 70 in the 90s. Well, actually, no, let me take that back. My grandpa died when he was 80-something, and my grandpa was in World War II. So, in the 90s, my grandpa would have been 60, I think. Because in the early 2000s, he was 70. And then by the time it was like 2017, he was 80-something. So.
Welcome home.
Welcome home? Why is it welcome home?
When you're sleeping, I miss you.
Oh.
Yeah, Batman has to use some kind of weird technique on these guys because they're like 20 times his size. He's the size of one of their legs.
I do recommend, though, like, if people want to learn self-defense, the one that doesn't do a lot of damage to your body, like your face and stuff like that, would be Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu teaches you to use your opponent's body mass against them. So you off-center their balance. So when I was in fights, I would use a combination of illegal karate moves, taekwondo, and regular jiu-jitsu.
And you throw people with the jiu-jitsu?
Well, what I would do is I would strike their face or their chest, and then I would throw them. So when they were... The most important thing when you're in a fight, what you want to do is you want to disorient, and, you know...
What if you're super, like, weak and you try to take jiu-jitsu? You can't possibly throw somebody.
You would think that, but jiu-jitsu is all about overthrowing your own opponent's body mass against them. So, like, jiu-jitsu, even someone your size could learn how to throw a man.
throw a man?
Mm-hmm.
A person
Mm-hmm.
bigger than me?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep.
Come on.
Yep. Especially if they throw a punch at you, you can use their... Because they'll, like, throw themselves off balance when they attack you. But, like, what I like to do, or did, you know, back in my high school years, after I would use, like, a mountain punch, or I'd use the move where you, like, clap your hands over somebody's ears, which is...
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that's illegal.
You can break their eardrum?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yep,
god.
it's a clap move. Mm-hmm. So after I would do that, either kick or throw somebody. Yep.
You know what I think would be dangerous if you were in a fight and
Every fight is dangerous.
if you had any kind of piercings or rings, somebody could grab that and...
They don't. They don't think about that.
Because I think that would be horrific to even think of. Because I think I remember when I played soccer, they told us we shouldn't have any rings or anything, like nose rings or any kind of piercings, because that could get caught on something while you're playing and it could be really bad. I don't know why earrings, we had to take our earrings out. I just don't think, I figure like if somebody's in a fight, like, oh my gosh, like if someone was really evil, they just rip people's
In the
piercings
90s,
out.
people would try to grab folks' ponytail. Like, we had a guy in class who had a ponytail, and you would, like, people did try to grab him in jiu-jitsu because he had a long ponytail. You could never touch the guy.
Wow.
Nope. So even though technically, like, people be like, oh, I'll just grab that dude's, you know, hair and pull him down.
Yeah.
He had a long ponytail for a man, because, you know, like, achy breaky heart style.
Yeah.
He was, like, the second best guy in the jiu-jitsu class. And he had like a Tommy ponytail. He was a big fan of the Green Ranger. So he had a Tommy ponytail. And you would think, okay, you know, I'm going up back against this guy. I'm just going to try to grab him. So I tried to grab his ponytail once, like when we were, you know, doing jiu-jitsu. And before I could even, like, try to get his thing, he had me on the ground. Like, I was distracted by the ponytail, and I think, oh, okay, this is going to be easy.
Right.
You know, so for him, the ponytail thing worked. But
It was like a distraction.
yeah, I mean, if somebody grabs you from behind, that's one thing, but...
Well, that's good to know. I guess it would be kind of hard. Like, how would you even... It'd be like you'd be spending time trying to figure out how to grab something to pull and, like...
You're finished.
Yeah. And then you'd be finished, like Batman said.
But like I said, I used a combination of Taekwondo, karate...
Well, he just did it.
And
Batman just
what?
clapped that guy's ears.
No, he didn't.
Then why did that guy hold his ears after Batman?
He hit him with his elbow.
Oh.
An elbow strike does a lot of damage.
Lukey, I'm gonna get some more Neosporin on my thumb.
Okay.
It hurts a lot.
Wait, Neosporin?
Yeah, I'm putting Neosporin in a Band-Aid. It hurts.
Okay, alright. I'm sorry your thumb hurts. It's split open? From doing the sanitizer? That's not good, honey. And you have Monday off, right? Okay. They should really let you wear, like, gloves for washing dishes. Because that sanitizer is going to keep, like, cracking up your skin and all kinds of stuff.
Take him. Get in his face.
You want to know the one thing that I always wanted to be able to do that I can't do? Like, because Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles flipped, I took classes hoping that I would learn acrobatics and stuff like that. I never learned... I learned how to roll, like a defensive roll in judo, but I never learned how to flip. Like, I can't backflip or front flip. And that's the whole reason that I wanted to take martial arts when I was a kid, is because I wanted to learn how to do cool flips and stuff like a Power Ranger. I don't know how to do flips. I can flip people, like throw you, but I can't do any cool acrobatics. No cartwheels, no flips, no backflips, nothing. I can toss somebody like a ragdoll, but I felt like it was false advertising because Power Rangers is like, oh, okay, you can learn this stuff, and, you know, you have to take, like, tumbling or... I don't remember what they said. Maybe I didn't stick around long enough, but... Yeah, I wanted to be able to do cool flips and stuff like that. Especially when the whole... Like, later on, when the internet did all that parkour stuff and it looked so cool, like, doing all those flips and stuff. It was like, man, I wish I could do that. Can't do that. I tried to learn how to do backflips and front flips on my own. I got hurt. I went to a gym in Albany, and I was trying to practice doing flips. I almost broke my own neck. I strained my neck really bad when I did a backflip once, and I was like, yeah, I just can't do it. I managed to do kind of a front flip. Like, I tried to do it on a trampoline. I ended up falling on my back. I was like, like, you would have to probably take the gymnast stuff or, like, gymnastics, maybe? I don't know. So that was my one thing about martial arts that I was hoping I would learn how to do all those cool flips that Jackie Chan and Power Rangers could do. I can't. I mean, even with my neuropathy, I can't. But like Amber said, I can still probably punch and kick people. When I punch people, when I was just practicing to show Amber, like, something, I'm still able to whip my hands that it sounds like wind is going whoosh. And I don't even practice that much anymore, but you never forget once you learn it. But I'm just thankful I haven't had to do... The most important thing that, unless you have no choice, is you want to try to de-escalate a situation. Unless, like, in my case, the parking lot situation, there was, you know, I had to throw the gravel in the guy's eyes. There was no way. You know, the dude had a weapon drawn, nothing I could do. But some of the other things in school, I tried to say, you know, you don't want to do this. And try to de-escalate, like, you know, why don't we talk this through or something. Then they did stuff, I had to defend myself, but martial arts is all about learning how to protect yourself. You don't learn it so you can go beat people up. It's the opposite of what Power Rangers or even, like, superheroes in general teach you. Like, martial arts is for defense, not offense. Usually. That isn't to say there aren't people that learn how to fight that don't go and become bullies later on. Sometimes that happens with people who learn martial arts. They, you know, do the dark side of the force, but... Huh? Like the guy Danielson thought in The Karate Kid? Yeah, how the karate gang did stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes that happens, like, people learn how to fight, and then they go and they become bullies and stuff like that. And then those are really nasty bullies to deal with, because they know how to fight. Most bullies don't know how to fight. They just use their big body mass against you. You know? They have bad posture, all kinds of stuff. Like, you know. But there's some bullies that, yeah, they know how to fight. Thankfully, in the area of Chicago that I was in, I didn't run into any of the people that tried to bully me were not martial artists. So, one guy was a boxer, and that was about it. They all fought sloppy, so I was able to kick their butts. I've never actually, outside of sparring, I've never fought another martial artist. So, just thugs. You like being next to me? Yoink. Like I said, probably the only way I would be able to beat a martial artist is if I fought dirty. And that wouldn't be very nice. Yoink. But Mr. Ponytail Man, the jiu-jitsu guy was really nice. Like, he had a very calm demeanor. The dude had, like, 4 kids. Yeah. Mr. Ponytail Man. Probably a guy in his 40s. I don't remember. Uh-huh. Well, I mean, my jiu-jitsu class had, like, 20 people. I mean, well, jiu-jitsu is not really learning how to fight, baby. It's learning how to use your opponent's body mass against them. Like, it... But, I mean, jiu-jitsu can defeat a lot of martial arts styles. It can. But with jiu-jitsu, you have to get close. It's all about pivoting and, you know, moving around when somebody attacks you and then using their body mass against them. Hmm? What, we got a super chat? Thank you very much.
Thank you, J64 build a lot. That's
do you
very kind of you.
do you have a game you would like to see streamed tonight, like for the mystery stream? Because I'm still deciding on what I'm doing.
He also gave a nice message.
Gave a nice message. One sec. Where is our thingy? Because he is the top donator. Okay. Thank you very much to
J64. Thank you, J64 build a lot.
Thank you, J64 Build a Lot. If you have a live stream you would like to see at 11 o'clock tonight on a game that we own, I mean, Amber will be asleep, but I can do something.
J64 build a lot says, Happy late Christmas, Luke.
Happy late Christmas.
I hope you and Amber will be around for many years to come. God bless you both. And by the way, my brother David's birthday is today.
Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday, David, and thank you, J64. Thank you very much.
Tell your
God bless you too.
Tell your brother we wish him a very happy birthday and hope he has a great day.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you, J64. We have $100 tier for Ultimate members. If you would like a stream, if you want to request a game, Luke can play something tonight if you want. See, I put some Neosporin on my cut.
Oh.
Broke.
Okay, well, that's not fun. Coming in clutch with the super chat, yeah.
Thank you so much for your help. Thank you very much.
Jiu-jitsu is a very... It's a useful thing, because if somebody tries to hurt you, you know, with jiu-jitsu, you can use their own body against them. Like, you can throw off their equilibrium, I believe is what they call it.
So, like, they're coming in to punch you, and then as they're going to forward and leaning forward, you grab them and pull them all the rest of the way, maybe?
Well, there's several ways. You can turn around, you can grab their arm, you can, like, pivot your body so that it's, like, your back is against them and you throw them, or you can throw them to the side by their throat and, like, tip them over, which they'll land on their back and their head will hit the cement.
Has anyone who's ever taken martial arts and they, like, end up in a really bad situation in real life, has it ever saved people's lives?
Yes.
Like, if I was attacked late at night in a parking lot or something, you think jiu-jitsu would help me? Or...
It could.
But what if I throw them and their head hits the ground and I'm in a parking lot?
You leave.
Even if it looks like they're in trouble?
If they're unconscious, you call 911, you leave.
What do I say? Like, this person attacked me and I threw them?
Yeah, say, this person attacked me and, you know, I dealt with it. This person was, you know, I'm a woman in a parking lot at night or whatever. You know. But
well, do you have to tell them that you took martial arts?
No. Self-defense.
Just tell them I took self-defense classes. Alright, I'll think about it.
Or you don't even have to be there. You can just call 911 from your phone. Just say where the incident happened and tell them to send an ambulance. You know?
Yeah. Like, okay.
And if the police come to your house to talk later, you know? But I mean, you're a woman and you're out late at night, and some dude tried to jump you. You don't have to stay there at the scene. Get out of there. Call from your phone. Don't stick around, because even if a man is knocked out for a little bit, he could get back up, like within a few minutes. You need to leave. Okay, little one?
Yes. Sometimes.
Okay. There's some women that actually get the upper hand on a man, and then they stick around and the man recovers, and then they don't have the upper hand anymore. So it's always important, if you get the guy on the ground, or you daze him, you run away. Get in your car, drive away, or run to a very lit area and call for help. Do not stay at the scene of the incident.
I also think it's good for girls to wear baggy clothes at night. Like, it's not good to dress really nice because you don't want anyone to think like, oh, this person is cute, I'm gonna attack them. Better to wear like baggy clothes and not look very
Well, if you're
cute.
coming from a job, though, it's kind of hard. If you are just out and about, like grocery shopping or something, yeah, you can dress.
Dress down, basically.
Dress down. Act like a professional? What's a professional?
I was just thinking, like, when I was at that one, I had that weird person that kept roaming around that church parking lot that I was at, and I was gonna go to church, but this person kept pacing around the parking lot. I remember when we got out, I drove, well, I mean, I wasn't walking around there. Guys, I'm sorry, Luke's looking at the chat, so I was just waiting till he could hear me again.
I can do more Ace Attorney for you, but Amber won't be awake.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe we could do it a different day. What day? You're doing another stream? We're doing a stream for Carlos on Monday.
We're doing a Carlos stream tomorrow.
Oh, so we could do it Monday night. Oh, wait.
No, you're not off
'cause
Tuesday,
I
are
work
you?
Tuesday.
Right.
Well, I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I think I'm off. I don't know. I can check my schedule and whatever. I don't have my schedule. Look, do you have your phone on you? Because I sent my schedule to you.
My phone is out of batteries and plugged in upstairs. Sorry, sweet pea. I forgot to have my phone charged last night, so after I uploaded the cat short, like, yeah. You can't fight us all, and yet...
Wednesday night. I could do it Wednesday night because I have Thursday off. If the person, if J64 Builder would like to do it Wednesday night, I'm off on Wednesday night, J64. I work every morning at 4 a.m.
Yeah, and it would just be it's a 2-hour stream, so it wouldn't be like, we couldn't do it for like 5 or whatever hours. It would be just a 2-hour stream.
I mean, that would be a lot. Like, I don't even know how we would. I don't even know if we have that game downloaded or.
I can easily reinstall it. It would take a while though. Like, I would have to, reinstall it and do it. What's the word I'm looking for?
It's just the only reason why we're saying all this is that usually we stream like just a random game, and like our Ace Attorney we put a lot of work into it, like way more work than a normal game.
Well, yeah, because it's voice acted. We voice act it. We get in a character. We do all kinds of stuff.
Like, we put a tremendous amount of work into Ace Attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's much more work than normal.
Correct them all. Whoa!
So I mean, it's conceivable we could do it on Wednesday night.
He grabbed me.
But I'm just wondering if it will be up to the same quality as other streams, because...
No, it would just be a quick 2-hour stream. Like a quick 2-hour stream
Would it be
with Ace
an
Attorney.
Ace Attorney game we already played, or continuation?
Continuation of investigations.
Oh. As you can see, like I'm much more exhausted these days than I was before.
Well, it's because Amber has a full-time job.
Yeah, the only night I have off besides I have Sunday night off and I have Wednesday night off, and all the other nights I work at 4 in the morning. So all the other nights I have to get up at 3 a.m. Well, Luke, we'll be able to see your response in a minute.
Yep.
Thank you very much for the kind super chat.
We actually lost an ultimate today, so that's a big help.
Yeah, our ultimate member, something happened to his car.
His car got wrecked, yeah. Thankfully he wasn't hurt. But he can't be an ultimate for a while because he doesn't have the finances for it.
Yeah, but I'd be happy to do Ace Attorney. I do like that. I'd be in a better, like right now I've been working all week, so I'd probably be in a better state than I am now. Luke would have me sleep all day and then I could do it.
Stop saying your cat's fat. Okay. We'll probably do it Wednesday then as the first stream of the day. Like a 2-hour quick stream of Ace Attorney investigations in honor of J64.
Oh, if it's earlier in the day, we could do it on...
No, I'm not doubling up because tomorrow's Carlos. Carlos has been waiting for your day off to do a stream.
No, I was saying if it's earlier in the day, we could do it on Monday.
Wednesday.
Okay. Alright, Wednesday it is then.
Wednesday at like 3 o'clock.
Okay, let me just see what it says. Okay, Wednesday. Alright, well that's when I'm gonna be coming off of 2. Okay, yeah, that's fine, because I'll be able to take a nap right after work, because I get off work at 11. So it's right after my job.
Yeah.
So you said the afternoon. That'll be after my job. Because I was thinking you wanted it late at night.
That's weird.
Alright, so Ace Attorney is going to be Wednesday around 3.
Sorry, we've been having problems with our save file, and it looks like it erased some of the medals that I've already earned, which is annoying.
And the person is J64.
Yep.
Built a lot.
Yeah, you can schedule that. Predator. This is Quiet Waters.
I'm writing it down and sending it to you so you remember. Yeah, I hope everyone's night is going good. We also had a $50 super chat earlier today.
No, I don't care about the gifts anymore, Uncle Howdy, because you can't. Did you see what they did in Fortnite? You can only you only have 14 days to open your gifts.
Oh.
And you can't just be like, oh, okay, I missed some of that time. I'm just going to spend that entire stream opening gifts. You only get to open one gift a day.
Yes, we won't get them all.
No. So there's no point doing another Fortnite stream.
Last year, what I did, you don't have to do it on the stream. What I did was I opened a couple gifts every day, even off stream.
It's still not enough time because the gifts go away on January 4th.
I know, but I'm just letting you know what I did last time.
Mm-hmm.
We could open 2 gifts today, and then we could open
it would be 1 gift.
Okay, well, we could open 1 gift off stream.
Fine. I'll load the PlayStation off stream, and I'll upload one, or I'll open a gift, but it's useless.
Okay, whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me.
Very cute.
I'm not in a negotiation. I don't even...
Very cute.
Doesn't matter to me.
Attach an enemy to a fire extinguisher. Have a nice trip. Slide into an enemy. Don't touch that dial.
Kind of talked to one of the girls at my job was talking to me about boys today.
Ah!
And they were saying, like, because they noticed there was a new guy at work on the schedules, they were hoping that the person was cute.
Once we've dealt with the
And
back,
she's like 20 years old, and the new person they hired is in his 40s, so she's like, yeah, she's like, I thought it was going to be a young guy, and she's like, darn it. And I said, I can't, she's like, I don't know if there are enough cute guys here or not. And she was looking around, and I was like, well, I can't really,
Shoot.
I said, I can't really comment on this because I am married. But I was like, I said, there are a lot of tall guys
What?
here. And then I said,
Oh!
then I said to her, I said, yeah, there's a lot of tall young guys that work here.
You're fine. Who cares?
And then I said, lucky for me, I said, my husband is 6'3", and he's very tall. And she was like, oh, wow, really? And I said, yep. And I said, and he's Irish and Portuguese. And I said, he has that Irish charm to him. And she's like, oh. And I
You're all
said,
going
yep, he's
down.
very charming.
Hmm.
I said, so I don't really need... I said, I don't really... Even though there are a lot of tall guys that work here, I said, it doesn't really bother me because I have a very tall... I said, I think my husband is very cute.
Oh, thank you, sweet pea.
You are very cute.
Adorable.
What I want... Well, we didn't have a lot of time to talk because we had to keep working on it.
Right.
What I would have said is the only thing that bugs me about... It says online even that Irish guys, they like to tease the people they love. It's like, Luke likes to tease me till I get a little bit mad. But then he says I'm cute when I'm mad, so it all works. So it works out.
I do tease you a little bit.
That's an Irish trait, teasing. It's true.
Mm.
I bet the whole country of Ireland is a country of jokesters. Probably is. People probably laugh a lot in Ireland because they're always telling jokes.
Oh no, bye-bye! Ooh, I pulled that off. Aye! I got really I'm almost dead. I did that pretty sloppy. Oh, that's funny. I need to be careful. Alright, so we have 2 medals done already. Have a nice trip. Extinguished. Don't touch that dial. See, the guy who has that thingy on his back, we have to beat him last. It's that dude there.
Oh.
he's here somewhere. Leave no stone unturned.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, the 20-year-old girls are, like, asking me about boys and stuff is, like, I must look the same age to them or something.
You look very young.
They talk to me like I'm just one of them.
One of the girls.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It is cute.
Release me!
Avenge me!
Get me down before I lose consciousness!
Will you lose consciousness? Here's a little trick you can do. I don't know if you knew this or not. But we're going to knock that guy down. And then we're going to... Wait, did Mr. Oh, shoot. Mr. Jetpack Man took a hostage. So we're going to knock this guy down, which will free up the gargoyle again. Did he fall?
I'm not good at this thing with the remote. How long can this last? Forever?
Yeah, it can last for a while. I'm just throwing it right back to me and I'm going to catch it.
Oh, I thought that would have hit you.
You would think so.
I won't stop until you're dead!
I never get it when people say they throw like a boomerang. Like when you throw the boomerang and it comes back to you, how do you catch it? It's just this spinning like thing with blades on it. Like how are you supposed to catch that when it's coming back at you?
He says, "Avenge me." He has no gun anymore. I think it would be kind of cute if you took judo. What? Well, I mean, think of it this way. Like, I've talked to a lot of martial arts friends and people I know online. The one thing that neither of us liked was getting beat up. In judo, you just get thrown around and it's on mats. Like, it's very unlikely that you're going to break your arm, have your nose busted.
Has anyone ever busted their nose while they're training and their nose is permanently like messed up?
Some people have had to have like surgery to have their nose repaired. Like if you get like boxers and stuff like that.
I saw online there was this video in which a chiropractor like bent somebody's nose to help them.
Ah.
I don't think a chiropractor should do that, because like how could you do that? You can't crack. They were cracking someone's nose. I don't think your nose can be cracked. It's there or it's broken. Like how there's no joints in your nose to crack.
I'm just curious.
I don't think you can crack your nose.
Okay, so in judo, you'll get minor injuries like bruises, sprains, and mat burns, but serious injuries like fractures, dislocations, shoulder, elbow, nose broken, knees, things like that, not likely possible. Like in karate or taekwondo, you can like lose teeth, you can have your nose busted, you can get hit in the
it
head. It
costs a lot of money for
judo class?
For classes like that.
Really? It wasn't that much when I was a kid. How much does judo classes cost? Okay, one sec. Let me see. I'm curious.
Yeah. My little feet hurt. Looky, my feet hurt.
Okay, so judo class is around $40 to $80 a month. Typical lessons.
Really?
Yep.
That's less than piano lessons.
Mm-hmm. They also offer financial help now. Specialized centers like judo, martial arts schools have specific pricing. Many places offer free trial lessons, and cost depends on blah, blah, blah. That's not bad for judo, actually.
If you go to a martial arts place to learn like karate or something, or judo, and like you're older, will they turn you away because they're like you're
I mean, anybody can learn martial arts, but if you're an older person, you're going to get hit more. You're more liable. You're more liable to the studio. Like when kids take judo or karate, they're young. Kids heal pretty quickly.
Would you have to sign like a waiver?
I don't know.
Like, what if you be like, it's
didn't.
okay if people repeatedly punch me in the face?
Judo, you wouldn't get punched in the face. You're gonna get. You might get mat burn from being. If you're really bad, you might get mat burn because you're gonna get like tossed around like a rag doll.
What happens when you get like, say you did take karate and you had like a little kid go up against you and they kept kicking you in the shins?
They can't do that in judo.
Okay. All right.
No.
Little kid, I've been kicked in the shins playing soccer, and that hurts a lot.
What most people did, I took, taekwondo, a little bit of karate, and judo or jujitsu. The reason why I took both is because like karate is about striking, judo is about using your opponent's body mass against them. There's not really a lot of like. Sometimes people incorporate karate with jujitsu, like usually a strike to the face and then they throw the person. Like it's to disorient and then attack, like defense and offense at the same time. But in judo, you're not really going to learn how to kick somebody. You'd have to take karate or taekwondo for that, you know. And both karate and taekwondo have different ways of learning how to punch. Like taekwondo is faster punches with more power as you build up speed, whereas karate is more like surgical strikes. Like more like, okay, you're going to hit this person right here, like on the side of their face, or you're going to aim like for a kidney or whatever. Like,
don't they have like chants that they do for karate? Like, don't you have to learn about like a code of living or something?
Huh?
I thought there was like a code, like you have to learn like honor or like respect or something.
Self-discipline.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like a code.
Do you think they teach Bushido?
I don't know what they don't. Maybe you have to learn philosophy or something.
You have to bow to your sensei at the beginning and the end of class.
Oh, I thought you had to learn like in a notebook.
Bow to me. Everyone bow together. After a match, you would bow to your, to the person who you sparred with, and then bow to each other. Bow to your sensei.
So
there's a lot of bowing involved, but
it's just training. You don't have like a tea ceremony or
no,
something.
no. If you go to certain schools in Japan, yeah, they might teach Bushido, like the Way of the Warrior or something like that. Especially, I think Kendo. Kendo especially does.
I didn't know if it was just fighting or if there was like other stuff to it. Like you have to learn like what to do, like how to honor your neighbor.
I just said. You'll hear the guy go, bow to each other, bow to sensei, bow to your opponent, hajime. Like, so that's what would happen like with sparring stuff. That's what I remember. Like there was no like, okay, we need to take a written test or something like that. It was like a lot of bow to each other. Bowing is showing a sign of respect to your, because it's not really your opponent, it's your sparring partner. Like it's not. It would be your opponent if it's a match, like a point-based match.
Does anybody like get angry at each other after they spar?
Don't you remember what I did?
Well, no.
That story I told you where that guy kicked me in the back and why I had back problems before my car accident? I got hit by an older man because he was balding, and I said something.
Wow. Did you guys ever make up after that? Did you become friends?
No, Sensei kicked his butt because I was a minor.
Oh, wow.
I said something about, it looked like he was wearing a toupee or there was something wrong with his head. So, as an ADD kid, I mentioned something, and then when I was snickering I turned my back, he, front kicked me in my spine and sent me flying. And I was, 13, and he was, 38 or something.
One of our brothers has fallen to the back.
So Sensei,
That's messed up.
Yeah, Sensei went in and kicked his butt, in 2 or 3 moves. That tiny Vietnamese guy I told you about? Yeah, he did that. But I suffered back pains for a long time because he kicked me hard enough from the back to knock the wind out of me. And all I did was I was just running my mouth. I was a kid.
You like to run your mouth a lot as a kid.
Well, I mean, my favorite superheroes was Nightwing and some other characters that were very sassy. So, and technically, I won the sparring. I kind of won the sparring match against him because your
sensei finished it.
No. Technically, I won the match. The sparring thing. He was bigger than me, but he did, when I turned my back to leave, we'd bow to each other, then I turned around, he went, BAM! In my back, because I was chatty during our sparring match. Because it looked like his toupee kept getting in his eyes. What?
Luke, you're terrible.
I was 13, I think.
I was never like that at 13.
Well, I mean, there is an air of cockiness when you fight a lot and spar, and I was pretty decent. I wasn't the best in the class, but I wasn't the worst.
Yeah, that's a drummer personality.
Yeah, probably.
I was a violin
It was
girl.
a good joke until he sent me flying.
I know, but can you think like that would hurt his feelings?
I mean, he was in a class with like people between the ages of like 9 and 15. He was one of the oldest guys there.
Maybe he could have taken the joke like, "Wow, this kid has me. He's
Eh,
ragging on me."
yeah, well. But that's why when people say they hear my back like pop and stuff, they're like, "Oh, that's from your car accident, right?" It's like, it's from an accident. It's not from the car. It's from when that jerk face kicked me in the back, and he was an adult. Huh. It was disrespectful, but he didn't handle his anger right. Yeah, true. It was disrespectful, but it was still funny. It was a good joke. Yeah, but he didn't stay around in class long because the Vietnamese teacher was tiny. Like, you know how you're like 5'2"? The dude was like 5'1". He was like Master Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had a name I couldn't pronounce either, but he was Vietnamese. He was a feisty, like, older Vietnamese guy that was like 5'1". He was tiny. I nicknamed him Yoda. Because he wore, I believe, he had a green, gi. He had like a puke green gi is what, I can't remember his name. Because it was in,
Good thing you didn't call and say he was Yoda
No,
in front of
nobody.
him.
Sensei looked like he had. His forearms were ripped. He was this tiny guy, but like his entire body was like. There was no body fat on him. He was pure muscle. This tiny, angry little Yoda guy. Yep. With like blackish gray hair.
Yeah,
And he was fast.
I was just listening to something saying. I was just listening to something on YouTube. I guess I got a commercial or something where somebody was saying that there's two different kinds of muscle on your body. There's light pink and then there's red muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is way stronger than the other, and you can actually convert your regular muscle to like intensely hard rock muscle. Like you can actually, like, not all muscle's the same. You can actually make your muscle even stronger. Like,
Well, the more you bodybuild, your muscle is essentially like dead tissue that you've what's the word I'm looking for? You've reshaped.
You repurpose it or something.
Yeah, but I mean, if you make lots of muscles, like it's like dead muscle. It's not.
But you can actually have a smaller muscle, but have it more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Like it can be like extremely, like you can be smaller, but your muscle is harder, like more dense.
You will enjoy this test, Batman.
Fist of Fury.
I can look it up, but I don't know. Like Bruce Lee was really small, but he was real strong.
We need more men. Everyone, he's there.
Oh shoot!
Look it up.
Oh no! There's all these bullets.
Step 1, get muscles to begin with.
And I had such big plans for you.
That's fine, Jay Loon. Talking to people is the best thing, and you should also think about speaking to a counselor or a pastor at this point, buddy. Like you might have to get face-to-face time with a counselor. Like people on the phone help, but I would recommend talking to a person who's designed to deal with that. That way you can get better. You know? Because the most important thing is that you get control of the battle of the mind. The mind is a very powerful tool that can keep people depressed or it can keep people happy. You need to find ways of retraining your mind so that, you don't have these spells. Because like I told you, I had clinical depression after my car accident, and because of my fears and all the things that happened, it developed into a panic disorder. And I had to retrain my brain with help from Amber and kind of my doctor.
Your doctor helped.
Yeah, he was nice.
I was just talking to somebody at work today that they're going through a rough time and like they're trying to figure out some stuff, and I told them like if they have enough money, because they were gonna try to get out on their own apartment, but they have some like depression stuff and some issues, and like I told them like if they have enough money they could consider like getting an apartment with a pet, because I said apartments that give you a pet are more money, but I said a pet can help you with stuff like say you have depression or anxiety, like if you have a pet, like it will help you to have somebody with you, like you don't have a person but you have somebody to take care of, I think pets help a lot. Depending on how much work you want to do, you could get a cat or a dog. Dog is more work, which is why we don't have a dog. But a dog is a lot of work because you have to walk your dog every day. Your dog can't just live in the house. He or she needs to walk outside like several times a day.
Am I allowed to use you as an example or no?
I guess.
Because
I don't know what you're gonna use me as
I
an
finally
example.
got some more info about.
What?
The problem is at home. He has people that he talks to, a counselor and things like that. The problem is consistent at home with an individual.
Okay. You want me to leave?
No, I was just going to say Amber had things when she was a teenager and in college, and she had to leave her house and get her own apartment.
Yeah.
So if things are not getting better with that family member and you're over the age of 18, you should consider getting an apartment by yourself or living with a bunch of friends or something like that, because if the family member is, and I'm not a psychiatrist, okay, I'm just speaking from example from what I've seen, if the family member is not stopping their abuse and you being home is not a safe place for you because you keep running into that abusive person, the only thing that you can do is move out.
Because you can't, like, say you're in your room and people are pounding on the door of your room all the time and wanting to yell at you or confront you and harass you or say cruel things to you all the time, and it's 24/7. Like, you can't hide in your room forever. Like, how are you gonna eat and sleep? And like, it's so stressful, like having your whole life having to hide inside your room. Like, you can never, and then you have to like sneak downstairs when they're not around, and like it's definitely stressful. Of course, but I will say you have to weigh the options, because being on your own in an apartment is stressful as well, because you're alone. You're probably going to have to run the TV all the time because it's scary being alone. And you also have to think about how if you have a horrible relationship with a family member and you get out of there and you go on your own, if for some reason you can't pay your rent and you end up crashing, it's going to be very difficult having to ask that family member to move back in at that point. So you have to think of it. I honestly, you have to weigh your options and pray about it and think about it if it's the right thing to do if it's the lesser of two evils, because it's like, I don't know, I was talking to somebody at my job today, and this girl, she looks like she's 20 something, and she has a stress problem, and I won't get into it, but she has trouble paying rent and all this stuff, and I'm thinking, like, I was thinking in my mind, like, where are her parents? Like, like, she's only 20 something and she has to worry about rent, and it's stressing her out to causing all these problems. And I was thinking in my mind, she probably doesn't have a very good relationship with them, because if she did, they'd be helping her out. Or maybe she doesn't want to live at home because it's stressful. So I mean, the problem is, like...
Excuse me.
The problem is if you have a stressful situation and you're young, like, life isn't fair. So, say you do have to move out, you might have to sacrifice, like, maybe you were going to have some good opportunities. You know, if you lived at home, maybe you were going to get a good college scholarship or you had a good job opportunity, and say you move out. And now, instead of being able to, you know, work only a few hours a week at a great job, now maybe you have to work more hours a week at a lesser job, and you have to push yourself harder. Now your life's going to be harder. But is it going to be worth it in the long run? It might be. Your peace of mind might be worth it in the long run. Having a harder life and pushing yourself to get out might help you in the long run. You just have to weigh your options, whether it's worth it or not.
Okay, so he has no money. No money and no family to take him in.
I didn't have any money when I moved out, but luckily I had some scholarship coming back from my school, which was, I prayed about it, and by the grace of God I had some money, and by that time I got a job, but it was a miracle.
Well, what I can recommend, Jayloon, you're probably not going to like this, but I would limit the amount of time that I see that person, and the best way to do that, I don't know if you work, but I would try to get 2 jobs. That way, when you get home, your interaction with that family member will be very limited. And depending on what time you work, you may not even run into that individual. Maybe that will improve, not necessarily your relationship with them, but that will diminish your contact with them. You know, it feels like they're just using you to, like, you know, take out their, you know, they're being miserable. So, like, for me, my mom and I didn't get along very much. Like, I love my mom loves me, but we have, like, 2 different ways of doing things. Like, my mom drove me nuts as a teenager. My mom was super protective of me because of my ADD and my dyslexia. And, you know, she was always in my business, basically. And my dad was very cool, didn't really care what I did, and I had a great relationship. And mom was too much of, like, you know, very protective, and also she was a teacher, so I didn't like teachers. So when mom and I would interact, we would get into fights because my mom was a teacher and she dealt with special ed kids and things like that. And so she treated me like a special eds kid, even when I was an adult. So what I did when I was a teenager especially is I had 2 jobs. By the time I got home, my mom was asleep. And I saw her, instead of seeing her every day, because she was a teacher, like, I would be at work when she came home from work, and she would have to go to bed at, like, 9, 10 o'clock, because she had to get up for school at 6. So I'd only see her briefly on the weekends. And because I worked so much, I didn't see her very much. My relationship with her mended a little bit, to the point where, you know, my mom would give me a hug when I would go off to work, or I'd tell, you know, give mom a kiss on her forehead and say, you know, I hope you have a good day or something like that. But my interaction with my family got smaller because I was out working. I still lived at home, but, you know, I was working. I didn't have time to I had my own life to deal with, so I didn't have time to be around family very much. And then when my car accident happened, you know, of course I was stuck at home, but I still tried to do things to keep busy or stay away from family members that would get on my nerves. Luckily, I had a cute girlfriend, but she didn't follow me to Massachusetts until much, much later. So, you know, I'd be on the phone with Amber a lot. And Amber can tell you that I used to call Amber a lot. Be on the phone for a very, very long time. And things like that. But I know it's probably not the nicest thing to say someone to get a job, but I promise you that your living experience with that person will change when you're not around them as much and they can't bother you. Because they won't always... You won't always see them, like, pick fights with you, because based on the time of night or whatever, they're not going to sit there and wait for you to come home from work. They'll go to bed.
Like, I just remember a pastor talking about how sometimes God puts us in positions like sometimes like there's the example used of baby eagles, and it's like eagles will, like, if I remember this correctly, eagles will actually put sticks in the nest of their baby birds. And the reason why they put these uncomfortable sticks in there is because they're trying to force their babies to leave the nest. And like God does that with us in our life. Like sometimes things are very uncomfortable for us, and God is trying to show us, like he's trying to make us uncomfortable so we can figure out what the next step is in our life. So sometimes it feels like everything bad is happening to you, but it might be a sign like that there's something better for you at the next level. Like this might be a sign like that you know God has something better in mind. Like maybe he's trying to push you to try to grow and try to do something. Like maybe even though it's hard and annoying and frustrating to work hard,
Did you see how all those guys were stuck?
it might make your life better in the long run.
Yeah.
What?
Like it's if you're able to work, I would try to get a job. Like, you know, because getting a job really helps with, getting self-esteem and feeling good about yourself with, like, earning your own money and all this other stuff. Like, it's super important. It helps build good mental health to have a job. Oh no.
Yeah, even if it's something that you don't necessarily like doing or don't see yourself doing for the next 50 years or whatever. Even if it's a lame job.
They were stuck.
A job is a job. Like just getting out of the house and doing something, even if it's kind of stupid. Even if it's annoying, you have to like where I work, I have to, mop the floor and I have to carry heavy things and stuff. But I mean, a job is a job. Like it's like I'm working with my hands. I'm getting up every day. I'm going there. I'm doing my work. I'm clocking out. It feels good to just get out of the house and do something. Even if it seems stupid, it's, a job is a job. It's like earning a paycheck in general, even if it's small to begin with or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to do that job forever. Like you could try one thing, and then if you don't like that, you can get a different job. But just starting somewhere, like they say, a journey. Oh.
Yeah, see, getting work gives you work ethic. It helps you. Like, there's just something about earning your own way that not necessarily empowers you, but it makes you feel good, because now no longer you're under your family's authority, like with their income. You have your own income,
Mm-hmm.
and you have, in case you have to leave and get your own place, if people don't have money, you got to get a job. Like, and I had ADD and dyslexia, and I got work, when I was a teenager and in college. It was harder, but I did it. And I don't know what your, particular things is, like if it's just depression or what it is. Like, I would just try to get a job and do the best you can. And, it will help you, because it will silence the voices in your head when you're working, because you're going to have tasks from that job. Like, your job is going to have expectations of you to do your job. You're not going to have time to think about your worries or anything.
It will help you focus on something else. And then when you go to sleep at night, instead of you thinking about how your life's going nowhere and you don't know what's happening, instead of that, you won't have time to think about that, because you'll be thinking, oh man, I gotta get my uniform ready for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta make sure I get a shower, and I gotta make sure that I have my shoes ready to go, and I gotta make sure there's gas in my car, and make sure I have like a coffee or some breakfast so I can get to work. And, you know, I have to think about my tasks that I'm going to do tomorrow and be ready for that. Make sure I set my alarm. So that'll be going through your mind instead of the usual stuff like, oh no, my life's meaningless and I haven't done much with my life and
Don't say
stuff.
that. Don't say that.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to say it like that. But I mean the usual things that people stress about, like, oh my gosh, my family and my school and the things that stress people out. You know, you won't be thinking about that. It'll be like, oh, you'll literally, a job will help you just focus on one day at a time. You know, and also it gives you something to look forward to, like a paycheck. Like when you get paid, then you can actually, I mean, even if you don't get to spend a lot of it, at least one, you know, you can get yourself something once in a while, you know. Go, you know, you don't have to eat every meal at home. You could go out and get yourself a sandwich once in a while and eat it in your car, and you don't have to be around your family all the time.
Oh, dang it.
Sorry, I said the wrong thing again.
And I had such big plans.
Yeah. See, Jalen, just promise me, man. Like, do you have a job right now? Yes or no? Like, don't go into all the stuff. Like, I'm trying to help you. Like, and this is the only time I can do this. Because I've learned a little bit more about your situation, but I can't do this every day. Like, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a guy who's had similar stuff, and I can explain to people through life experience. Beautiful legs. Sorry, I was commenting on something about my wife. What do you have a job? Yes or no? And does your family drive you to your job? Like, is this stuff happening on the way to work, or is it happening at home, like all the time? Like that's what I want to know. You do not have a job. Okay. Has your therapist brought up you working? Yes or no? Excuse me. Yeah, see, I can't drink that stuff.
Sorry.
It's making my
Sorry.
And you're not holding up my stream. I'm trying to help you, okay? No, she hasn't. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to promise me, okay, over the next 2 months, okay? You need to promise me this, buddy. I need you to look for a job. If you're over the age of 16, I want you to, because this will help with your depression, trust me. I want you to get a job. Okay? Whether it's working at a game store, like I would suggest working at a game store because you know video games. You might actually have fun working there. There's probably lots of like classic video game stores around you. There's GameStop. Those places are always looking for people, especially after Christmas, because the college kids are going back to school. That means they'll have positions open. I want you to get a job. If you want to fight your depression and you want to conquer your inner demons, you need a job. Okay? You can even tell the job, I can't work, like, I'm not looking for full-time work. You know, I have these obligations and I can only give you about like 15 or whatever hours a week. Like, start small. They'll be looking for positions right now for like certain types of things, whether it's restaurant work or something. And I promise you that if you get work, your mind will start to heal a little bit. Those voices that are overpowering your thoughts, they'll get quieter. But they're not going to get quiet with you just sitting at home and running into your family member. I promise you that. You have to take the initiative and you need to get a job. Okay? So I want you to promise me over the next 3 months you're going to try to find work. And while you're out looking for work, I guarantee you your depression will get a little bit better too. When you're filling out applications and you're doing all this other stuff. Next question I have. Are you over the age of like 18 and living with your family, or are you still a teenager? I'm not trying to bully you. I'm trying to help you, okay? This is just my New York side. This is how I do things. I've gotten all the information about you over the course of, like, 6 months. And these are details I didn't have, or I would have helped you a lot sooner. Okay? Because you matter. Your life matters. The problem is, you have a toxic family member that's making your life miserable at home. You're going to have to get out of that situation. And how you are going to leave, eventually, is by getting a job. That's how you get money. You don't have money, you get money by working.
At least you could eventually save up enough for a car if you don't have your own car, and then that will be a huge thing.
I mean, you can do public transportation to get to your work if a family member doesn't drive you. Like, you can do... There are things you can do to get to work.
Take a bus or... even an Uber to get...
You can even make friends with somebody at work and they can pick you up. And you can help with gas money.
Yeah.
There's lots of things you can do.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, when my car was destroyed and I started working in Massachusetts, somebody from church or my dad drove me to my job. Like, and that probably wasn't... Like, it was a good thing that they did that, but I hadn't recovered yet. So I didn't keep those jobs for very long because I was dealing with a lot. But I still tried to get work. But I had brain issues from the car accident. So I would, not only was I having bad anxiety, but I was having a hard time with listening and all kinds of stuff. So I was butting heads with whatever job I had.
I will shoot down those ledges and then see where you hide. Losing your hiding spots one by one.
Uh-oh. No, don't destroy my stuff!
My men are eager to face you, Batman.
Where?
I will study this encounter with interest.
You hear that? Bane is unhappy.
These guys are destroying my stuff!
I will give our enemy the honor of a clean death.
Are they done shooting my stuff? Did they get over it?
Will not succumb to fear. You no longer have an advantage.
Lose focus, and your enemy will eviscerate you.
Release me.
Yeah, he is over 18.
Okay, good. That's how I want you
He's
to,
19.
That's what I want you to do, buddy. Okay? Just try it.
One of us got caught.
And then, that's what I need your New Year's resolution to be.
Yeah, even if it's not your dream job, money is money.
Okay, and because no therapist does stuff for free. When you get a job, you become a $5 member, okay? That's how you can say thanks for that therapy session. But I want you to try.
We want you to be happy, though.
Yeah, I want you to try, because I mean, I had work as soon as I was like 15. I did a newspaper route, and then at 16, I worked whatever jobs I could.
I had a newspaper route too.
Yep, wifey had a newspaper job.
I worked at the Park District when I was a youngling, like when I was 12 and 13. But I actually I only made $30 a year.
Yep, and
so I made $30 every summer.
It's a lot easier nowadays to look for work using, like, you can even use your phone, like apps and stuff like that.
Look, part of the way I got out of my house, even though my parents didn't allow me to work, and I had a difficult situation at home, my parents didn't allow me to work. But they did allow me to work at the Park District every summer for $30. So I saved that every single summer till I had about $600, and that's when I actually left my house when I had $600 saved up, so that really wasn't that much, but it was something. And then I ended up getting a little bit back from my scholarship, and then I was able to survive for a few months in my apartment, which was $300 a month. And then while I was surviving, then I got a job. And I had to go to the Salvation Army to get food because I didn't have any money, but I don't really want to go into it, but I was very, well, I mean, number one, I don't know if I should go into it, but I had a very difficult situation at my house. To the point where I don't know if I should talk about it. But it was, there's a lot of factors. Number one, I was kind of locked out of my house at one point, my family's house, but also,
Where did that come from? He's here.
I also felt like my life was in danger a few times, and also, more than that, the general thing that was the matter was I was just, every day that I was there, I just felt like I couldn't make it another day. Because it was just so hard. Because of just how it was. I just, it was just, like, I was just always in my room. And, I never came down the stairs, and it was very difficult. I cried a lot, and it was hard.
What will you do when I destroy Help, my brothers? Help,
I
hurry.
mean, I had some of the same things happen when I was near Luke's family too, though. That's the problem with. That's one thing I will warn people about, is if you do end up leaving your family's home at a young age, and it's not a good separation between you and your family, watch out. Like, that's fine. Like, you have every right to do that. But do watch out of who you trust in the future, because you may end up with people that are supposedly going to, quote, help you, but they end up treating you a million times worse. So
let's focus on one thing at a
but
time.
I'm just saying,
okay?
do be careful about it.
We want you to try to get a job, okay?
Yeah, step one, just try to get a job, because then you'll just have more self-respect, and your family will probably respect you more too. You could even bring like a carton of milk home or something every once in a while.
Yeah, I know. I heard about your car situation, buddy.
You may still surprise me.
Yeah, I hear you. Yep, we look forward to seeing you back as an ultimate when you can. You take care of yourself, okay? And try not to be a stranger, like, while you're, getting stuff, taken care of.
I don't want to be the one to disappoint Bane. There.
We have to scare this guy so that we can jump on him. Of course, this idiot went through and he broke everything. Like, he knocked down all our stuff. The gargoyles that we're supposed to use to scare him. He's not afraid. If he's not afraid, we can't scare him.
So it ends, Batman. I don't expect
Okay, he's scared now.
this far
See how he's
only
moving?
one terrified
Not how it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
scared.
I won't stop until you're dead. Face me, Batman.
Sorry, I had to mute for a sec.
I will not
Well,
be made of
Ian has something to say.
Hmm.
Says, I am in law school now, and during the summer we do have to do internships, and they really are not really paid. And they make you work 40 plus hours a week, but they don't pay us. However, doing that legal work does help me give me a sense of accomplishment, and eventually there will be money for it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Like, even what Ian is saying, where he's doing internships that aren't even paid, but him just working in general. Like even if you get a job, J-Loom, and you don't know what to do with the money, you could just put it in the bank, and then you might figure out something to do with it later.
Come this far only
You
to
know,
fall to one.
be good for. You know, you could always, if your family asks you why you're getting a job, you could always just say, I want to save for college, or I want to save for a future. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
This is not how it was
You
supposed to
know,
happen.
exactly, and just working in general, just saying you want to get out of the house and do something. Yep. Getting a job can do wonders, says Albert. Even just part-time. I remember I graduated high school in 2020, and getting a job at a fast food joint helped so much. Many of my former coworkers are my friends. That's really great, Albert.
Release me!
Sorry, guys. It took a while to get the medals. I messed up. But, yeah.
It pays off because after 3 months they did start paying me, and it was worth it, says Ian.
Mm-hmm.
That's really great.
Yep. So, sorry to put a lot of pressure under you, buddy, but I just want you to try to get a job, okay?
Oh, there you go. Nick's Galaxy had something to say. Nick's Galaxy says, I'm at work right now. Nick's Galaxy is a member, too, of the channel for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Says, I keep my mind occupied every day at work, and then my routine is I work, and then I play Sonic. LOL, says Nick's Galaxy. See, you can't get any better than that, Nick's Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And honestly, personally, I feel like having a job is great because you're like, you can think you're part of like a team, like you're helping, like whatever company you work for, say you're making muffins, or you're, you at the car wash, or whatever job you have, whatever you're doing, you can think, I mean, in reality, you are helping people do something, like you're going to be doing some, most like jobs that people start out in are some kind of service work. You're a cashier, or you're carrying grocery bags to someone's car or something. Like, you're going to be helping somebody with something, and it's something they need, so you can feel good about that. And secondly, if you do get it, if there is any kind of money in it, like, you can pin things on your, online, and think about something you might want to save up for, like a Sonic the Hedgehog Halloween costume, or something that you really like, or something like that. Something that you just think of, then you have something like a goal to save for, or something. It's kind of fun knowing, because like when you live with your family, and you always, when they always choose what they're gonna get you and stuff like that, you don't really get to choose. And what's fun about having a job is that, you can think of something you want to get, like your family wants to buy you this and this. But what about you? What's something you would like to get, And then you can just save up for that, which is really neat.
I'm just going to say this. If Amber and I had a son who was 15 by now, he would have his first job around 15 or 16. Like, he wouldn't just be allowed to live home, without either doing chores or whatever. Like, and by the time he was 18, he'd have to have a job to stay in the house. Like, that's just a given. So, it's important for people, for both men and women, to work. Like, it's a good thing. It helps with so many things. So, I'm not going to talk about this on the next stream, but I just want the person I was speaking to, I want you to try to get a job. And then I want you to follow up with me when you get a job and tell me how your life is doing. Like, tell me if things are improving at home, if, you're getting ready to move out or whatever, I'm not going to be talking about this on other streams. Like, I spent a good amount of time speaking about this. And I can't always be there to be that friendly voice that helps, because I do have my own job I have to do. I have the job of a streamer, which is a lot of things, lot of stuff. Like running your own business all the time is it definitely, you know, it helps with things for me, but when I'm not working, that's when I have to face my own demons sometimes, and I, you know, find ways of watching anime or trying to sleep or, you know, taking vitamin B or whatever I can do to try to calm my mind. Because when I'm working, even Amber says this, when I'm working, I'm on. Like I'm you know, focusing on the job, I'm focusing on the audience. When the stream goes off, I have problems. My heart beats faster, I get dizzier, my voice gets a little shaky, you know, because I'm the kind of person that always has to be working in order to keep my mind away from my problems. And when I'm not able to work, that's when my problems come after me. So I'm going to do one more campaign thing, guys, and then we're going to end the stream and get the next one started up, okay? So I'm going to try Cataclysm.
Yeah, Luke was just saying that thing about the therapist as, like, tongue-in-cheek. Like, he was just making he was just being, like, he was just trying to be, humorous, Jalum.
I had lots of therapists.
But Luke has had a lot of therapists, so that's what he's saying it in a fun way. He's not saying it in a like, looking down on anyone way.
No,
like,
no.
That's not what he's saying.
No.
He was just making, like, he was just trying to make it lighthearted and make it, like, a fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was. He still thinks a lot. Luke cares about you a lot, Jalum, and he's thankful for you as a viewer and thankful that you reach out to us.
Like I said, if our son was like 15, he would have a job. I might be a little lenient on our daughter, but yeah.
Well,
Run, or I will hurt you.
what, you made a super chat, Jacob? Was it this stream or a different stream?
I'll look for it after this fight.
Luke will look for it. I'll read Drums of Burke. Last Ultimate for a little while. It has been quite a while since I started, but I have some things to take care of. Everything is good, just life being life sometimes. Thank you for all the playthroughs. I'll be back sometime this year to rejoin. Thank you, Drums of Burke.
Whoops, I messed it up.
We'll look for your super chat, Jake.
You gotta hit him harder than that.
So thank you guys for putting all the nice comments in the chat. And some people don't let their kids have a job because they're pushing them into college. But I think it's hard when you're not, like, some people, I think even when you are going into college, I think it is. I wish I had actually worked because it was hard, it was stressful knowing that college was the only thing I was banking on. It would have been nice if I knew I was also learning, because one of the things that happened with me when I got my scholarship was they said, oh, you have your scholarship this amount, but the rest of the amount you're gonna have to work. And I hadn't worked really, except for the park district and some odd things. I hadn't worked like a 9 to 5 ever, except for volunteer jobs, which I did a lot.
Oh, dang it. I just can't focus anymore.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Campaigns are hard for me to do, like, if I'm not focusing. Probably do this tomorrow, because I actually have to get the next stream started anyway.
I think one thing a job does, it also gives you confidence.
Yeah,
Like, it helps you know you can do this.
Okay. So,
Are you gonna check for Jacob Langlet's super chat? Okay, there it is.
happy late Christmas. That's the $100.
No, Jacob Langlet.
Says, I'm trying to find out what months in the spring Super Mario Brothers Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition and Tamagotchi Life.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out when Tamagotchi Life and Super Mario Brothers Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition will release, says Jacob.
They don't have a release date yet for either of those yet. There's a Nintendo Direct that'll be happening in February. All right. So, guys and gals, we didn't vote for tomorrow's skin, so I'm picking tomorrow's skin. Tomorrow's skin will be Gotham by Gaslight. So, Gotham by Gaslight will be tomorrow's DLC challenge. Next up is free play or post game of the what was it again? What's the name of that thing? Post game. Oh, I can't even think anymore. Wait. Okay. It's the Arkham Origins Part 18 Cold Cold Heart post game is next. Caveman.
Thank you, man in the cave. I'm glad that your countless sons by your many wives came to visit you.
That's great. Okay. So anyway, people, head on over to the Cold Cold Heart. Tomorrow will be Gotham by Gaslight Batman. And we'll be doing campaigns because we've done all ranked. We have done all custom challenges. That just leaves campaign, and campaign is where things get nasty. So there'll be a lot of trial and error with campaign. But we're doing pretty good. We have 210 out of 351 medals. So the road to injustice is doing really, really well. So I'll see you guys over the Cold Cold Heart thing. After we get all the copsicles, we'll be doing some data packs, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. And for the amazing super chat from J64, I believe. Did I get that correct? I have bad short-term memory. Did I say your name right? Stupid YouTube's not showing me. I hate that. J64. Yep, I got that right. Okay, so you guys will be redirected to the next stream. Thank you guys so much. And, yeah. The more people that pile in, the sooner the stream begins. There was about 27 people waiting for Arkham. That's why there was an almost like 2-hour wait time. So the more people we get piled in for Cold Cold Heart, the faster the stream will start. Okay? But we got to get the music started ASAP. So head on over to the next one, guys. All right. God bless. Happy gaming. See you in a few.